So I am fully justified in writing the newsletter, Meditation is Miraculous. I thought maybe I was exaggerating it at that time because I had no other word. I wanted to write meditation is medication. But then Ravi Shankar said meditation is better than medication. So I had to find another word. I said meditation is miraculous. I know it will be miraculous, and it proved now. Listening to everyone, every day, I made it a point this time to be unseen and unheard mostly, but I was listening to everyone. Fully satisfied. It's a great service to humanity, no doubt. You realize your own divine potential within yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your breath. After all, breath everybody has to believe. That is the only thing which keeps us, the body and the mind all together. The moment the breath is gone, we are gone. As long as the breath is there, we are not aware of it. Now this program has made it obvious for us, be aware of it. When you are breathing, be aware of it. That's all. We can bring about harmony between your body, mind and soul, which is possible through meditation. Members of the family see the change in you, then they follow you, and such families become models for the society, and that's how we can bring peace and harmony to the society and the whole world.
Hello, everyone. A very good morning to all of you. Good afternoon and good evening to the friends joining us from the other parts of the world. Welcome back to day 11 of Coherence Excellence Through Meditation program. It's a great feeling connecting with you all every day and to see so many people so early in the morning joining us for meditation. So for today's session, we'll be starting our session with meditation, friends. So please make yourself comfortable. If any one of you are wearing specs, kindly remove the specs. Monica, can you please put up the slide? So what we do here is a simple technique called breath mindfulness meditation. Yeah, the second slide, please. As shown in the picture, if any one of you are new and joining us from today, you can see the slide that we put up. You can sit on the floor or sit on the bed, or you can use a chair or a sofa where you cross your hands, cross your legs, and close your eyes. All you have to do is just observe your simple, normal, natural breathing process. Okay, your inhalation and exhalation. So we don't try to take a rapid breathing, or we don't try to do the breathing exercises. As we are normally breathing, we just try to observe our normal breath. That's it. Yes, friends. We start our meditation with a small process called heart elevation. So in the heart elevation, so make yourself comfortable and just put both your hands on your chest area. And we will have Chandra Sir's guided meditation track. So we'll just follow the guided meditation. Yes. Happy meditation, everyone.
And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers. Hands comfortably rested in your lap. With your eyes closed, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. our goal is to empty the mind and merge into that greater quantum field of energy. When we observe our breath, the mind becomes empty. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. When you observe your breath, the mind becomes empty. As your mind is becoming empty, we channelize all that energy into the generous present moment. We allow our body to function at its natural best. We gain greater clarity. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty. all thought. Slowly and slowly, can you become aware of that emptiness, where there's no body, where there's no thing. Allow yourself to experience this emptiness. That infinite depth of that emptiness spreading far and wide. All emptiness is energy. This is the unlimited field of quantum energy with limitless possibilities. The longer you stay connected, the more you become of it and the more you receive from it. It is natural to have thought. If you recognize you are thinking, go back to observing your breath, dear friends. Everything that you ever experienced or will experience is here in this field of energy. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness as no body, the more possibilities you draw into your life. Allow yourself to merge into the emptiness of yourself. That greater intelligence. Your higher mind. Everything and everybody are connected in this field of energy. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, the more you lose yourself to this nothingness. The more we experience everything. Relax your body.
I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate.
Feel your body and let your autonomous nervous system
I am powerful.
repair your body.
And I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes. Okay, friends. Anybody would like to share an experience from today or from the past few days? Anyone new who joined, who started the journey in this program? We are talking about physical health, scientifically, how meditation is helping.
Yeah. Subhash.
Yes, I'm coming. And yesterday and day before, we covered a bit about how it's bringing youthfulness, reduces stress, the whole about energy communication. So if you change your vibration, emotion in your body, changes your health. But understand now IQ, intelligence, what is it doing to the brain region? Meditation, what is it doing to the brain region? I was quite astonished too, that when I learned that when we regularly meditate, what they found is that meditation is thickening the frontal cortex of our brain, the sieve of the brain, to an extent that a 50-year-old has a brain of a 20-year-old. A 50-year-old has a brain, the thickening at the frontal cortex demonstrates that they're still possessing the brain of a 25-year-old. Because meditation improves the neural capacity. So we'll understand what is it doing to the brain region, which means our IQ, our intelligent quotient, mental abilities actually increase. One of the reasons why people recommend meditation for concentration, and of course they recommend meditation for calming down so that you can make better decisions. That's coming from here. The decision making is coming from here. Yes. Sudarshan.
Check your audio. I'm not able to hear you.
Me now? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Namaste, Chandra Garu. This is Sudarshan from Roseville, Sacramento, California area. So I have joined to this Buddha group through Venugopal Garu. So from last 1 week. So from past 1 week, I'm seeing a lot of differences in my day-to-day activities. So before started meditation, I used to feel a lot of stress, anxiety, sometimes depressions, and also the pressure from the peers or friends, neighbors. So those kind of things made me to come into the meditation, even though Venugaru is telling me from past couple of months, I have not showed much time due to the lack of time, but yeah, finally I made it, and I'm seeing a lot of difference in my day-to-day life, and especially I'm getting the relaxation. So when even though not only group session, so like daily, like whenever I find time, I'm doing the meditation for 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So which made me more calm in my life. But still, as you mentioned, like where we are mostly concentrating on unconscious mind. So that is, I am the first one in that one. So always I try to think on nonsense things, unconscious things. Slowly I'm coming out of it, but still there are some more still hitting me. So I hope next to our journey, 40 days journey, I'll be in a perfect shape with all your guidance and blessings. And day before yesterday, one of the close friend went to paralyzed. I came to know that a couple of months before he paralyzed. So I went to him and I advised to do the meditation. Even though he is one of the Hindu Swayam Seva Sangh Karyakarta, he know everything, but he is not doing it. So I made him and his wife made them to do the meditation, and he also joined your attended session yesterday, and he felt little bit happiness. So I'm trying to get one of our Buddha CEOs, Venugopal and other people to get him to more into for his health benefits. Yeah, overall, I am feel more gracious and happiness. Thank you so much, Chandra Garu.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sudarshan Garu.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Just in, consciousness is always putting the right people. See, you were talking about how it's giving you a lot more mental strength, well-being. That's what we're talking about today.
Thank you, sir. So my main goal is I want to come out of the unconscious thinkings. So every day, every minute, if I know that is nonsense thing, but still my mind is hitting those nonsense things, and it is disturbing my day-to-day activity. Like some peers or neighbors, if they tell something or bad thing, so always they will be happy, but I won't be happy. Even always it is hitting to my mind. So from last past days, I'm slowly getting rid of it. So maybe next our journey, I hope I will be in perfect shape.
So you will be spreading this to many, many people, because you will heal.
Yes,
you will heal fully. That will become perfect. From your own experience, you're going to try. There are so many require the support. So many.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I already made within my 5 days journey, I already made 7 people to join to this our Buddha's quantum group. So my main goal is that the friend who paralyzed, I want him to say, I will go personally. I asked Venugaru help also this weekend. So we want to get change in his life. He's thinking that I got a disease, rare disease, which cannot be recovered, and I'll be no more for recovering. In that mindset, they are there. But I want to prove with this meditation with the help of your blessings. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. Yes, dear friends, the mental well-being is greatly improved and intelligent quotient is greatly improved, two separate aspects. Mental well-being, just what we heard from Sudarshan Garu. Rumination, uncontrolled thought process. Uncontrolled thought process is depression, which will lead towards a spiraling down cycle for many people because they're uncontrollable. Anxiety initially starts worrying about past or future. Slowly, it gets uncontrolled. There are other reasons. There may be other reasons from childhood. From the time of the birth, there may be some conditions like many things in the body. And those are addressed differently. But almost all the time, same things that come in the middle of a life. A lot of times that are happening because of this uncontrolled thought due to the environmental impacts. And meditation for sure is improving the mental well-being, where it produces several chemicals, these feel-good hormones, which are helping to balance them. And so then on one side, reducing the chatter, on the other side, providing this feel-good hormone balances beautifully and then helps someone to come out of this. Mental well-being, so that you are no longer getting worried of the future past, no longer have any Ds, OCD, PTSD, or all other syndromes, ADD. Today's topic is on intelligence, increasing the intelligence. I'm going to cover mental well-being tomorrow. Let's look at a few things of what exactly is happening based on the research that this morning, in Rakesh, you sent some research article of our colleagues. What they say, they're able to construct. They're able to construct, who sent this, Radhika sent. They're able to construct music through the brain waves, reconstruct the songs based on the brain waves. They're able to reconstruct the song, musicality of the brain waves. And so there is any amount of research is waiting to happen in this whole study of neuroscience, research in neuroscience. But the more they find, the more fascinating it becomes. So let's look at how meditation is improving mental health. Mahatma Gandhiji was carrying always Bhagavad Gita in his hand, prayer and meditation. He always took time to quieten, to improve, sharpen the mind. I guess you quiet yourself, then you go back into activities. I have so much to accomplish that I must meditate for 2 hours instead of 1. Not much respect given. So the brain region, this picture, bringing our attention back to this picture, the peach color brain here, this one, which is the conscious mind, or the human brain called the neocortex, scientific word, and then the yellow color, the middle small thing in the middle, is called exactly the midbrain. The midbrain is called the limbic system. These are the two fundamental things that interact with environment, and the peach color brain is a creative human brain, whereas the yellow color is the subconscious, which is the seat of the soul, which is contains memories of the past and present, which is basically synthesized into wisdom. So our life is operated through this. One is the thinking brain, another is the doing brain, and then slowly we become of it. So, but for the purpose of this, they're studying the conscious, subconscious, are the neocortex and limbic system. So the studies are around this neocortex and the limbic system, the second brain. Now, what is there in the limbic system? The limbic system is the second brain, and the yellow color brain contains two core aspects, three things. It houses three things of many. To simplify the study of it, and then getting stuck in this technical words, it's got emotion center, it's got long-term memory region. Emotion center is amygdala, long-term memory region is called hippocampus. Long-term memory means all of our beliefs, our habits, perceptions, they're all long-term, repeated. So they stay there. And then emotion center is amygdala, which is the fundamental region of neurons, which is sort of producing whether it's fear or love or gratitude, compassion, all come from there. They are the ones who produce appropriate hormonal things from there. Hormones get produced, and so they go as a signal to the rest of the body and brain. Of course, then there is thalamus and hypothalamus. There are two of them, which are sort of interfacing with the environment's signals that are coming in. Our conscious brain interfaces with the environment, so it brings all, one part of it is to interface with the environment. So it takes all the signals through sensory perceptions, and they're processed through your thalamus, hypothalamus in some way, and there they filter off, and then it sort of decides, and then appropriately stores into the long term, as well as it is appropriately then signaling to amygdala to produce the right neuropeptide, a chemical, so that body can feel an emotion. The conscious brain, neocortex, subconscious mind, which is the limbic system, which is through which we operate our life. Because when we are seeing a danger, physical danger, let's say, and the signal comes, that goes into the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind, based on the past experience, is immediately scanning what memory do we have of it. Oh, this is a dog chasing, okay, medium danger, and a small danger, no problem. I recovered last time, 2 times dog chased, but I think I can do what I can do. So there's a learning, it pulls the learning, and then we get a response appropriately. Based on the past learning is giving an appropriate response, right? So let's look at what's meditation doing to the region. So this one is just depicting just the conscious brain part of it from outside, if you see it, right, all around. All right. Where the previous picture is just giving a cross section of the brain. If you divide the brain into two, the cross section, so this is the whole conscious brain, and then inside you see this yellow color is that this cross section. Whereas this brain picture is the aura from outside. You're seeing from the side, let's say, from one side. From the external, you're seeing it. So it's mapping various aspects of a conscious mind, the neocortex region. This is where now a landmark study by the Sarah Laser a neuroscientist, and you'll search Sarah Laser on YouTube, will find her videos. And she, and then subsequently, many people have contributed to many studies on brain capabilities. And so the conscious and meditation, what is found is that meditation is increased thickening of the neural networks in several areas of this conscious mind. So the big part of the brain that we saw in the previous picture, which is the conscious mind here, all of it, is divided into multiple regions. We've learned it. Some of us learned it in our studies. Let's say something is motor control right here, motor control. The backside is vision, the backside, that's why they say don't get hurt in the back if you fall off. Backside, if it gets hurt, exactly this area where there's potentially vision loss can be there. Then hearing, and on the left side, so the two sides, there is a hearing capability. Interestingly, the facial recognition also coming from that region there, facial recognition. The front side, you see this concentration, planning, problem solving. This is it. This is called the sieve of the brain, the brain that coordinates, that plans, that solves, that gives solutions. It's the cognitive, the decision maker. This is the part of the brain, the front brain, frontal neocortex, it's called. Frontal neocortex. So touch and pressure, all these areas of the brain, what she's found is that the neuron cells thicken for meditators. The more neural capacity means that you have more neural glue, and so better functioning is called neuroplasticity. Our learning ability improves when you have right amount of glue to rewire brain circuits and to have enough neurons so that you can then you have more abilities across the brain. All areas improve. All areas overall improve. So based on the thickening, she observed that the brain size, the brain capabilities of a 50-year-old is equal to 25-year-old, because over a period of time, and I talked about cell regeneration this week earlier, over a period of time, brain cells also are dying, and the regeneration is not happening that quickly as we start aging. But then as we start aging, the reproduction is slowing down because we don't do many right things. But if we do this yoga meditation, bring back that ability to regenerate more and more. And so meditative minds are producing a lot more neural capacity. Production is more, losses. Our production is matching to the loss. Cells, of course, have to die appropriately as they age. But then new cells have to replace, that's the problem. But then with meditators, they notice the neural capacity is thickened. You see, the two things that are fundamentally happening with the meditation, the research is showing, our heart and brain. Heart and brain combined are the ones who are driving our whole life, it. Now, originally people thought it's only brain, but the heart math research has provided scientific evidence to show that heart is communicating a lot more to the brain than the brain communicating the heart. So they found it to have a special place. And from a spirituality perspective, we always knew our heart, the emotion center. The soul is a bundle of emotions. And so it is the emotion center which is sort of driving up a lot of emotions is how you experience life. Right? We feel it. Life is about experience, it's also emotions. And so the heart is the source, and it's sending signals. So the heart and brain are benefiting greatly. Our meditation is sort of aiding in improving these capabilities so that we live a beautiful and empowering life. Empowering comes from brain, and then the beauty, the feeling comes from the heart. So all of these regions, meditation seems to be helping in increasing the thickening of these brain capacities. So that means better reading ability. That means better hearing ability, better coordination capability, better decision making. A lot of things improve overall. Speech. If anybody here who has improved the speech ability. And I cannot get right now. I know that some of our members have started speaking. They had the speech challenges through meditation. They improved that too. Impact on subconscious. So the previous letters were conscious brain. Now this is subconscious. The subconscious is here. We are talking about those subconscious mind is the inside that midbrain, the more the brain that's fundamentally sort of driving us, driving our 90% of our life experience are from this, because this is a memory it holds of a long-term memory, or the hippocampus, which is where all of your past learnings are recorded as beliefs. Your model of creation. If your model of creation says that tit for tat, then this is how it's going to behave. If model of behavior says that no, it has to be tit for tat, it will do it that way. Or they've done something to me, I've got to do something back to them. That's the way they learn a lesson. If your model of creation is that I have to teach somebody a lesson, then it's going to respond that way. If your model of creation is if something happened to me, it's because of my thought. Somewhere I drew that experience to me, so let me internalize. Let me look what is that I have to change that behaves that way. The hypothalamus amygdala emotion center. What did she find? That group, they found that meditation increased the size of the long-term memory area, hippocampus. And beautifully, it reduces the size of the amygdala. One size increases, another size reduces. Hippocampus, memory area, so that your ability to hold long-term, more things, recover is more improved. Whereas amygdala, the emotion center, within the size shrunk. They went and did some more study, and they found that the fear center area within the amygdala is shrinking. So that means regular meditators seem to exhibit less and less fear, or overcoming many past fears. Third thing, meditation is helping to seem to synchronize the two brains. You see, our brains, the two parts, the body is so beautiful. Meaning, it is so intelligent. Everything is two. There are two, two hands, two legs, two eyes, two nostrils. Things that are essential are two. Our brain also is into two parts, left brain and right brain, two halves. If one goes down, another can still function, by the way, and still continue to do most of the functions of the body, most of the functions. And so they are like two of them are always working in tandem and load balancing. It's like two engines, well, aircrafts, and only one, both of them operate in the long distances, but one engine can still power the craft, we know that. So the two engines are there. Therefore, redundancy. If one goes has any problem, the second one takes over. Right? The redundancy is there. So now the two halves, generally the stressful mind, the two halves are connected through more neural circuits. Okay, the two halves are connected through more neural circuits. And those neural connections between one half to another half, this is one half, another half. The connection between them is neurons. Again, a set of mesh of neurons. And that neurons weaken if you are very, very stressful with a less supply of resources like blood supply, or a stressful mind. And so the brain is not necessarily doing appropriate load balancing. It appears very difficult to do tasks for a period of time based on how we program ourselves and say, I'm becoming old, so my brain is not going to support me greatly. That's one way why you signal. Another way is where so much of stressful thought. It's all similar to that. And so as a result, then the neural the connection between these two halves is weakening. But the meditators, that since the neural capacity thickens, the brains come together, they're well connected. So the load balancing is happening a lot more as it is during younger stage. So then when you imagine you have two hands, if one hand cannot pass on things to another hand, both hands cannot come together, work at the same time, what happens? Your ability to lift things up, or your ability to do things diminishes, isn't it, significantly? Two hands are there. Somebody is giving you from this side, you take one item. Somebody is giving you one more from this side. What do? Quickly move to the right hand and then take that. Your ability to do more diminishes if you can't do load balance. And both hands together, you can lift up 50 kg, where a single hand is difficult, for example. So that brains have to come together, load balancing must happen for a better functioning of the mind, right? And the last thing, dear friends, are, there are so many ways of meditation. Now the meditation, because again, the previous slide, it is increasing because the neural capacity increases, so the thickening is happening, so the connection is happening better. The better connection is happening. Through meditation, the brains come together, it's called whole brain synchronization. Whole brain synchronization. The last thing, this slide you've seen, is the mind the brain waves from a stressful frequency of thoughts, which are all dropped to focused attention thought, and a bit of meditators going from a conscious mind to more into the subconscious mind axis, or low frequency, where you actually are activating the areas of fast learning, creativity, creative insights, healing, peak performance, many things that go into. Not subconscious mind activity. It accesses subconscious mind, but still it is going into the deeper layers of the conscious mind to do this fast learning, creativity, healing, because the noise is removed from the top, the stressful waves are removed. So the default functioning of the brain capability is there for everybody, not for some. Everybody is there. We have to clear all the clutter. Some develop it this lifetime. Some are bringing it from the past. Some are bringing it from the past. So here is where the whole meditative science sort of starts stepping into the past, because we're talking now of past before life. This is sort of a little bit difficult for someone to accept reincarnation, some of those aspects. Something that determines why some people seem to have extra talent in the childhood compared to many others. Without training. 5-year-old singing beautifully, or a 6-year-old doing a lot of things in the brain before having any training. 14-year-old seem to have a natural ability to manage, give a lot of management insights. Now they're all happening from somewhere. Now this is goes back to connection to the past, topic for 5th week. We'll come back to this. So meditation is moving us into beneficial, the brainwave states, and so they're all are increasing the mental abilities. They all are different mental abilities. So putting all of this together, dear friends, there are several powers of the mind that we develop through meditation. Just putting them together, it goes without saying that memory power is increased. Your storing and access, your concentration, ability to concentrate without having any distraction. You're listening to me. The average attention span for people these days is even getting lesser to just as low as 4 seconds. 4 to 8 seconds is an average attention span. That means within 8 seconds, between 4 to 8 seconds, you lose the attention of what you're listening to, and your brain is already gone somewhere. Your mind is already gone somewhere. There is a little bit of movement in the environment on the side, so suddenly students and adults immediately look around. You're listening to something, and then your vehicle, there is a vehicle that has just went by outside your home. There is a road in front of your home. Suddenly you just rotate your head towards that's a distraction. Lack of concentration. Within 4 to 6 seconds or 8 seconds, we are distracted. Our mind goes somewhere, either physically or just jump to another thought. How can you even learn anything? I'm speaking for 20 minutes here. How many times you got distracted here? On average, 10 times a minute. So many times. So we absorb less. Well, that's why when a lecture is made, then the absorption capability is only 5 to some 20%. 5 to 20% is all the absorption capabilities. So we have to listen go over again and again. And we really want to absorb it. Concentration power. So before telling next time your child, hey, concentrate, man, so you get better results, please give them meditation. They'll be happy, thankful to you. Then to hear one more time, concentrate, or focus. Concentration. Reading ability improves greatly. Now, the reading ability, I mentioned this before, that I read a lot faster now compared to what I was able to do 20 years ago when I came in. Now, these are all improving. The powers improve over a period of time. Don't say that I meditated for 40 days and my abilities of reading have not improved right now. But we're talking about the fundamental structural changes into the brain where the neurons get built over a period of time. Learning is the ability to synthesize, means when you read 3 subjects together and then you connect them. You connect them, that's learning. What's that? A baby goes and then puts finger in the fire. Oh, it burns physically. So then immediately associate fire versus burning in the pain to the body. So associate the two, that's learning. So next time you see fire, you're not going to do it. That's learning. So you know about fire, and then you go through an experience burning, so put these two together. Some people can't learn that too. They go back and then put the finger again. You have these 2 things as 2 separate things. Learning, even though you're curious about fire and then all of that, but then you don't put your finger. So learning is synthesizing multiple things together and then making something out of it. Learning ability. There is dowry system. So the people still are asking for dowry. Now the dowry system is, they are not, let's look at untouchability. Dowry system is still prevalent. Untouchability, right? Maybe still prevalent, but in most of the areas, for example, these days it's gone. So somebody who is learning is looking at it and then saying, okay, so based on various studies, on this study, that study, there is this that you see, and then you are able to come back and conclude. With your own mind, you make an assessment after listening to many stories or meeting. Okay, so untouchability is reduced quite drastically in India, in my region. It's learning by taking different informations. Learning power is increasing. Creativity, we know it. There is a subject by itself. We talk about this at both as a quantum foundation, how creativity improves. If we're able to get 1 hour of time again in one of the sessions, we'll talk about this time. Creativity is fundamental for companies, for employees, for companies to be unique in the way they express for their product solution to be successful. Employees become a lot more creative because a lot of it comes from the deeper quantum field. Many inventors, many musicians go into a quiet space to be able to create new. This material world has so much, and if it's only 0.01%. And so think of this infinity. And if you have access to that infinity out there, access to the infinity, that's the key. Meditation, you have access to the infinity of frequencies. Just because we don't see, it doesn't mean that things do not exist. If you rationally understand it, there's got to be stuff out there happening in another frequency world. I don't know how much of it is true that last month, US government or somebody in the Senate acknowledged, saying that there is this whole UFO aspect is there. How much intelligent they are. As spiritual scientists, they're normal. They're not. I used to be very fascinated, surprised before, but it's no longer a surprise for me. The more I read about spiritual science research, literature, the more it became clear amply that there is a lot more intelligence out there, far superior than human intelligence, of current modern intelligence on the earth that we have created. So, dear friends, meditation is developing several of these powers of the mind. Due to the previous slides I mentioned, due to the hippocampus, due to the cerebral cortex thickening, all of these are improved significantly. So it's not 1, 2, it is several powers of the mind for a long term that we're improving. That's why I know almost many people who have joined the programs are saying They used to say, I can't read a book. I'll open the book, I'm just going to sleep. To now they're saying, hey, I'm finishing books now. 1 book a month I'm finishing. Great improvement. In case you are a beneficiary of that reading ability or any of these abilities, please mention in the chat at this time what you improved. Right, friends? So I'm going to skip this neuroplasticity concept. I want to say this. I want to tie it back to how it's a meditative employees are a great asset to the organization. HR managers and anybody who is in charge for things must look at this. Based on all of this, meditation is giving extra time so people become more productive. That's the whole idea. Now, if they decide to continue to not behave that way, it's a different thing. But as a skill, as an overall, if exception are always there, some individuals still want to be the way they want. They don't want to hold on to their past beliefs. They don't change. That's a different thing. The meditation is as good as no meditation. But meditation gives extra time. It brings efficiency. We will do self-assessment back with some of you at the end of 3 weeks. Thank you. Many of you responded with week 1 self-assessment. At the end of 3 weeks, we'll see it again. And then we will always have seen the efficiencies have improved. Even in 3 weeks, people have said it, that they are doing better at our workplace. We remember better. We become more impressive in impromptu discussions. It is okay. Where in the corporate world, you get a lot of time to plan, but sometimes you got to be impromptu. You got to be just spontaneous. You have better response to situations. You reduce cortisol, reduce stress, so your cognitive brain is working, so you respond a lot more better. You're not under stress, doing knee-jerk reactions because it impacts a lot of people, especially in leadership. The way you respond to clients changes, emotional capability changes. We understand this whole emotional aspect in 4th week in this program. New neural connections to handle unknown issues. See, when you have a lot of new neural connections, then it needs the ability to rewire. A lot of times you can't handle unexpected situations is because you don't have the ability to rewire to learn new. And so since there is several neural connections and the meditative minds can handle unknown, unpredictable issues, unplanned challenges. Planned ones, many people can do, just go about doing things because you got a book and then you can do it. But unplanned situations, unexpected situations, unknown situations, you are gaining the ability to handle them beautifully, right? And every time you do something new, you get a lot more deeper satisfaction. You get more fulfilled. Doing things that are already there, repetitive, no big deal. That kick doesn't come. But when you're thrown into the thing and then you are handling something, suddenly a client sort of puts a question to you, a googly to you, right? You're in an important meeting, a googly is thrown at you. We'll learn from Sai Saga, who is coming in later this week or so another week, how you're walking into a big client meeting and then suddenly the client told, I don't need all that you prepare, I need something else. So then his brain, just took over, and then you provide a beautiful solution out there. And it is that meeting that made a difference to the client deal. No wonder meditation is seen as a success skill, an important skill by corporates. And so that is there. Many of them are introducing. Some of the Buddha civil leaders are doing it. We are always doing corporate sessions. People would like to have a session by Buddha Seva Corner Foundation. We have corporate programs dedicated. A smaller version of this and we do it for an hour, rather than having it a longer duration of. If you have more time, it's good, but at least an hour a day for 3 weeks to 6 weeks. We're doing intro sessions. We're doing sessions specifically on some aspects like creativity. Some of you have helped organize the sessions. So we're always here at Buddha Seva. Our goal is to get this introduced to the corporates, leadership to transform so we have a better community for sure. So thank you very much, dear friends. Great to be talking about important aspect of our part of the brain, the IQ, so that we can be successful in whatever we take up. Right. Physical health, to even take things up. We start thinking about a passion the moment you have physical health. Otherwise, your basics, you build it up. Then you want to know what you take up, want to be successful. So you need to have a lot of mental abilities overall. So 50, 60 doesn't matter. We are ready to take. Meditation is helping. And we look at other layers of how it's going to help as we go. Yes. Okay, that's great. Nikita Kumar is saying a lot of things here. That's good. And yes. Okay, Rakesh, any announcements today?
One announcement. For those of you who have opted for practitioner certificate, the week 1 quizzes have been sent.
Is the chat open? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, so please do check your emails. The week 1 quiz would have been sent to your email and respond.
Okay, so this week 1 quiz has been sent as part of certification to the email, right? Okay.
Yes.
So that is only to those who opted for the certification, right? So in general, not everybody is getting an email. Only those who opted for certification were directly sent to them. Is that correct, Rakesh?
Yes. So it is only for those who have opted for the certification quiz has been sent. And we also would like to suggest to save our foundation number, because many of the announcements, it can be done, can reach to you directly, and you can reach out to us for any queries and any updates that you would like to take help from. So we'll post the number of the foundation, please share and save that in your mobile. The third announcement. So based on the request, we are sharing the book club recordings. So for those who are not able to attend, but we encourage everybody to participate so that it's more interactive and you gain a lot more. But those who could not request, who could not participate in those book clubs, so we will share the recordings and we'll post that in the WhatsApp groups.
All of these recordings are available on our YouTube channel. Some of you are aware. Buddha CEO Live is a channel for this. Some of them processed will go into a channel called Buddha CEO. So both you want to subscribe. Buddha CEO Live for live programs and all other things we post on the Buddha CEO channel. That's the main one. And live programs happen. So you go back and then re-listen to these and share with your youngsters about how it can help. Share with your management of how it can help. Meditation can help the company in many ways. Thank you. So thank you, dear friends. So we will see you all tomorrow again. And I'm curious if anybody would like to share of how you have improved your abilities of reading, writing in many aspects. If you've been practicing meditation for some time here during with us or with anywhere. Thank you all and have a wonderful day. Your observation on today's session.
It's a great session. I had a very good meditation today. I definitely see the difference, when you turn on your camera and do it, or when you're sitting on the side or YouTube live, that there is a difference, I don't know how it works, but definitely I see a little difference. I had a great meditation experience today. I've been doing regularly, by the way, but I'm not on the camera some days. But I've been doing, and the days, Tuesdays and Thursdays are hard for me. I have a different meeting, but I do with the recorded session. So it's great change. I've been experiencing, today's session is great. Everything about the brain and conscious, and those are little harder things for me to get, but I heard this the second time, but it's connecting more and more now.
You please listen to the videos of Sarah Laser. Watch them. Sarah Laser, Lazar. Okay.
Okay.
YouTube, just search her. She has got some videos. Small, short videos are there. Just
Okay.
little more pictures are there presenting the findings of her. Of course, we are convinced of what happens in the brain. We don't need to go and look at them. Not necessary. We take more information. We take less information. All of this information is only required until we're convinced. Afterwards, we just dump it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Definitely the creative or the learning power, I'm connecting the dots again, I'm seeing that my work has increased to tenfold after I came back from the advanced meditation, but I can see how I'm handling 10 different things, but all with the calm mind. Before meditation, it was a different. Now I'm kind of seeing that difference, definitely, more and more.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Madam Nalini Kumari.
Good morning, sir. Namaste, sir. Sir, a small doubt. See, while I'm meditating, sometimes I feel that as if I have gotten up from the sleep. Is it that I'm sleeping, or I'm going into some deep meditation? That I did not understand, sir.
Both are possible.
Okay.
Both are possible. A sleep is possible, going and doing meditation. Now, both are deep. A good sleep as part of meditation is really important. It's very, very good. Because then we are healing, rejuvenating, and apart from that, we are still in the field of quantum. So what happens? See, deep sleep is only some kind of a state where the body is rejuvenating. Now, it does not mean that our mind is not active. It's already doing its own thing and scanning the whole quantum field, because the deep sleep is the delta state. Now, sometimes we are not, when the deep sleep is what you mark as where you're not aware, conscious and not aware of what's happening. Does not mean our brain is not, the mind is not working. The mind is there, it's scanning. And so, but then deep sleep, where you feel, the way you feel, the delta sleep, where the brain is repairing, the body is repairing itself, is very good for you. So you are in a good meditative state. And so we don't have to distinguish this is happening all the time or sometimes.
Yes, sir. One more thing. As you said, delta state of meditation. So state of meditation is the deepest meditation, they say, no, sir. And suppose any thought is coming, and I just remind myself, no, that this is the thought, I should concentrate on breath. So that that going into trance, I feel it's getting interfered, and every time I'm reminding. So what is that, and what should I do? Our thought is coming means it's not that I am going into deep meditation. That's it, no, sir?
Yeah, see, there are distinct thoughts. Suppose you are seeing a vision of Shirdi Sai Baba,
Sir.
or you are meeting some very past leader like Abraham Lincoln, you're seeing.
Yeah.
So you who are observing what's happening, right? Now that is your thought.
Okay.
Unless you determine to yourself that you brought in a picture of Abraham Lincoln, you projected it for whatever reason, then you have to assess yourself. Is it something that I've been actually thinking, or it just showed up? And you will know it as you practice more and more. You will know that it is a meditative experience than it is a active thought projection. And so when you know that Abraham Lincoln is coming now to you, and potentially you have a connection to your past, all right, of this energy, because we all reborn everywhere all the time. And there's a connection, potentially, may know. If you know more about the reincarnation, then you understand this. But otherwise, you're seeing Abraham Lincoln here. And so then you know it's not your thought. So observe it. Don't try to go back to breath and feel a deeper meditative state where you are scanning the quantum field, you're connecting to a new frequency. Now, where you know that you are thinking about something you're actually going to cook after this session in the morning for breakfast, and it's a thought, or some problem is surfacing that is there and lingering in your current moment, whatever, that is a thought. So that's the time you go back. So that is the time where you're not fully into the empty.
Sir, here thought means not only a thought about somebody or something like that. No, like mindfulness. Maybe I should remind myself mindfulness, or just don't bother about that and then sit and meditate.
Yeah, don't bother about saying mindfulness. Okay, we can get many ways training, but ultimately you have to go back to observing the breath. Even if you say to yourself, hey, thought is coming, I should be right now observing the breath, why am I thinking? That may come. The moment you recognize you're thinking, that next thought will come like this. Oh, why am I thinking? I should be going back to breath. Okay, I should be with the breath. When you go to breath though, do that, but go to breath. Then again, slowly go into the empty states, right? And you will, over a period of time, we will start improving the ability to come back to breath when thoughts are there. We will not eliminate the ability to remove the thought. That happens. That happens automatically, not in our control. But then what we do have in control is when there is a thought, we have enough training to bring our attention back to the breath quickly, without any analysis, without any judgment on ourselves, without being harsh to ourselves.
Thank you so much, sir.
Madam Nitika Kumar.
Good morning, sir. So it was a great session today. Basically, I already told you in the message box also that I feel very great. And earlier I didn't able to read one page daily, but now I take time for myself. I take time in the evening and read for half an hour, at least for half an hour. If it exceed, I feel better. Secondly, earlier I feel so many distractions while meditating, so many thoughts are coming in my mind, but now they are limited, not exactly went completely out from my mind, but there are some few are there. Third, earlier I am not able to concentrate on one thing. Now I get concentrations on my studies, I get concentration on myself also. Now I don't feel so much exhausted, so anxieties are not there. And I have one doubt that I want to clarify from you. Can I?
Yes.
Basically, I feel problem in sleeping. Like if I sleep by 10 only, I am not be able to sleep properly. Like I get up in between my sleep. Sometimes the day before yesterday, I am not sleep throughout the night. Sometimes I feel headache while sleeping. I get up early. I get up for the session. I sit for the session. I meditate too. But in night, I have a problem of sleeping.
Yes. If you sleep before 10, then you're okay. But if you sleep later than 10, then the problem happens. Yeah. Belief. You got to fix the belief. Something that holds back, they want to see, okay, it's at 10:30, oh my God, so tomorrow I may not be that great. That belief that sits in there, anyway, it'll dissolve over a period of time. It'll dissolve. All right. As you hear people, as people are saying that, no, I sleep at any time and I still get up at any time, no problem, it's all in there. The more you observe this knowledge, the more you dissolve the old belief that says that, okay, if I don't sleep by 10, then it's not going to be good. That has to be unseated. It'll be unseated when you have sufficient information to have a different belief, which is saying that I'm okay, I have a great day no matter what time I sleep. My body is working greatly no matter when I sleep. It's mind over matter. So continue what you're doing. You don't have to do much. Next week, of course, we'll talk a little bit around specifically how to do belief reprogramming. So you can use some of those techniques, and it'll aid you further.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Sushma Shukla.
Yes. Hello. Thank you, Chandra sir. It was a nice meditation today, and I want to share my experience first. So I have started meditating since around May 2021. It's on and off. No doubt I have seen tremendous benefit. Like, for an example, I am more calm, I am more productive. But the problem with me is, like, I am not consistent. I have done courses with Deepti Nandela ma'am, Shreyans Daga sir, and with Paripatri ma'am. But when I attend these type of sessions, like 40 days or 21 days, I am regular. But after that, if there is no session, it's hard for me to sit at a set time and meditate. So, like, I know it's my weakness, but somehow because of that, I lose consistency. But then I think, start thinking if there is any course I should join, and then I will come back. And the moment I think find some courses and I enroll it, and then I am back to meditation. But it's always like group meditation. I am not able to do it like alone, with do it morning time or evening time. So is there any suggestion for this?
Madam, there are at least 50% or more people like that the way you are. You just came out and spoke about it, number one. Okay. All right. So we are in the environment. We are in the environment of various things that we take in every day. The food choices, for example, right? The food choices we make, and then the many things that contribute into the getting back into the illusory aspect of just nurturing either the ego self or nurturing the emotional self, and then not necessarily the other aspect here. More knowledge, more wisdom. So here is what can help. Of course, Buddha Siva has a daily meditation in the morning, so you continue to join, but that's not the point. If you want to come out of this, we have to commit. We have to commit to doing some work in this area. That's what I did. In order to become regular, I committed myself to be in the group of people who are always talking about this and doing this work. Mm-hmm. So that helped me on a daily basis be in touch with masters who are there, who are talking some way or the other. So I'm talking in short, meditation service is a great way to strengthen our practice. Commit to service activity. So you will be part of a circle of people who are doing regularly, talking about it, regularly enriching themselves. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that 4 percepts of meditation practice will help to make them more regular. It's over a period of time it will happen. Of course, you're trying to do meditation, but reading satsang, talking to meditators regularly, you've got to have a group where they're going to connect you, they're going to inspire you. Having a
Okay.
weekly get together with set of people in your area, a get together, physical get together in your area will help
Mhm.
because that will keep you inspired. It's all about inspiration, right? Because we get
Mhm.
pulled away, but we need to stay inspired with a new thought, new story, new experience, new things. So having
Yeah.
reading regularly keeps us inspired, have a better
Mhm.
quality of thought, right? Listening to
Mhm.
masters as such. And third thing is committing yourself to do some meditation service or go into volunteering. And so that will help you to be in the company of people who are constantly sharing their stories. Okay. They will
Mhm.
help you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Chandra sir. I will do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I also want to add after joining this, I was vegetarian before, but after joining PSSM, I am like, I stopped drinking cow milk. I am only like drinking soya milk or plant-based diet. Before I used to have eggs, but not no eggs anymore. And I had some like higher blood sugar numbers. I was not taking medicine, but I got to see some improvement. So definitely there is benefit. I have seen physical benefit and mental benefit. So thank you for your suggestions, and I will try to reach out in my area and try to be connected with them. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Congratulations for taking the step to go into plant-based diet.
Thank you.
Great. Yes.
Yes, Madam Sarita.
Yes. Namaste, sir.
Namaste, madam.
Sir, I have a problem going into the meditation. Firstly, when you say observe the breath, I'm unable to observe unless I pay great attention to the breath, and then I realize that I'm breathing very heavily. Then I try to calm myself, but connecting to the breath itself is a problem. I have asthma issues, so I can breathe in properly, but my out breath is very slow and shallow. So how can I overcome this? Hence, the next stage of meditation does not happen. I cannot go into the meditative state.
So here's what you do, madam.
Yes, sir.
When I say connect to the breath, you don't, even if you don't feel, don't bother about it. You don't have to
Okay.
feel. You don't have to
Okay.
feel. So anywhere on the nose, you take your attention here, right here, the front of this, the tip of the nose.
Yes.
There. And then if you're able to observe your in-breath, you said you can, but out-breath is very shallow. You can't.
Yes.
It's okay, don't bother. If you can't,
Okay.
if you can't observe it, doesn't matter. I mean, you can't
Okay.
feel it, you can't feel it, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just put your attention there. That's it. Now, what happens? Either breath is there, air is going in, you catch it, okay, you feel it, okay, it's there. But over a period of time, within a few seconds, anyway, it's going to disappear because it's not going to be there. Accept or not, it's not going to be there. Initially, it'll be there, but the moment you start watching the breath, slowly breath gets regulated. And then the moment body is resting more, the breath becomes light, short. And nothing to observe. It's a matter of 10 seconds, you have nothing to observe, or 20 seconds. So all you have to do is sit down, put your attention in that area, and then whatever is coming, if the breath is there, observe. If not there, don't bother. Don't try to find the breath.
Okay.
Don't try to find it.
Yes. Okay, sir. I'll try that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's it today. Saving details.
Wonderful. How is your flight?
It was great. Back in action.
Back in action. Okay, great. Funny, I woke up late today. So Lalita started the meditation. I'm still in
I just joined
back tomorrow. Yeah. No, Saturday I'm going back, right, to Bangalore.
Okay.
All right. So, Diksha madam, what's happening there? Yes, I want. Yes, what's happening?
Yeah, you wanted to speak, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Sorry, I'm doing great. Okay, you're exempted from asking that question to me. Please go ahead.
Yeah. No. So no, I raised my hand, but I think it was too late. Um. But yes, I am joining this 40 days meditation every day. Maybe not independently with my phone, but we share the same phone. So you may not be seeing individually me there, but yes, I'm joining. And my experience is that whenever I start it, after 10 minutes, I go into sleep mode, you know. So it's a deep sleep. I don't know why. And uh, it's I also feel that it's the mind, it is not getting blank, a lot of thoughts are started coming. Well, because since morning I have, it is usual that those who are working and not working, since morning they have so many thoughts, uh, passing through their minds. So those thoughts are still there while I do meditation.
Yes, but we continue to do it. But we continue to do it because it's a training, it's going to take place over a period of time. But are you feeling better or not? Are you regularly doing now, and then are you feeling better?
No,
Oh.
I regularly doing. The first day I skipped, but the rest of the day I am doing regularly.
Okay. How are your energy levels in the day?
It's great. Yeah, a lot of I'm now getting more focus in the work.
You validated. I'm happy. I'm happy. So if we say that, then we continue. No, it doesn't matter. If you're sleeping, 10 minutes later you sleep into it. So many people want sleep. I want sleep. You're getting great sleep. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, I do enjoy sleeping.
It's
And after that,
be
it's a lot
active.
of. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to make you very active. Your period of sleeping like this will be over. So you become very active, scanning a lot more information to greater work. Okay. But right now, the time for healing, time for rejuvenating, time for constructing a great vehicle to go forward to do many great things. That's why it is happening to you like that. Okay. You just don't remember, that's all. The benefit of what the mind has to do, it's doing. A sleep state is delta state, clearly a delta state, deep delta state. So which means clearly then you are there somewhere in the quantum field. So the benefits will be there. Continue.
Sure, sir.
And sometimes you think you are sleeping, but you may not be sleeping also. We can't distinguish that very well in the beginning. A lot of times we think that don't have awareness means I've slept. But many meditators don't have awareness of where they are. Doesn't mean that they slept. They're actually in a trance state somewhere, Turiya state. So it doesn't matter whether you call it sleep or not, but the actual state that it is already there anyway, your mind, body. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, Richa madam, nice.
Yeah, sir. He has improved a lot from like I am not able to concentrate. I am not able to meditate to at least doing and going into that. And the 10 minutes he is out into another world.
Nice. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you very much. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Let's meet back in next session. See you all.